First came the stillness. Bird glows that traced lazy loops folded their wings and clung to branches of light. The rivers that ran like silver threads slowed until they were mirrors laid flat across the land. Even the hum of Glowtopia, that gentle, ever-present thrum, thinned to a single breath. Gloucester hovered over Hollow Ridge, watching the horizon gather a strange color. It wasn't dusk or dawn. It was a moving bruise. "Lumi," he said softly, "do you feel it?" She did. The air tasted like tin. The mirror lake shivered without rippling, as if something pressed down on the sky itself. The fog from last night had left a trail, and now the trail had teeth. A low roll spread across Glowtopia, not thunder but something close, and the bruise unfurled into a tide of gray. Shadows poured over the hills like rain that forgot to fall, drifting in sheets that dulled every spark they touched. "Stay close," Gloucester whispered. They moved through a corridor of dimming fields. Tiny lights curled inward, dots of color blinked out, not gone, just hiding. Lumi reached toward a trembling sprout. "It's okay," she breathed. "You don't have to be bright, just be." Another roll. The storm arrived. It didn't lash or roar. It pressed, soft but endless, asking a single question: what remains when brightness is quiet? A voice rode the pressure everywhere and nowhere. "I warned you," said Noctis. "Light forgets its weight. Balance remembers." Gloucester squared his shoulders. "Balance needs both of us." "Then show me," the voice replied. Glowtopia dimmed 2 shades. For a heartbeat, it looked like a drawing erased too quickly. Smudges where rivers had been, outlines where forests glowed. Lumi felt the hush fold around her, a gentle gravity, urging her to sleep. She blinked hard. "No." Her voice made a ripple, small but real. "Gloucester," she said, "they're listening, not to words, to us." Together they breathed, a steady in, a steady out, their light widening slightly with each exhale. A meadow of timid sparks began to breathe in time. Above the mirror lake, the bruise deepened until the surface lost its reflection entirely. Miles away, Leo sat up in bed. He didn't know why he was awake, only that his room felt too quiet. He reached for his glowing board and drew a line, thin, shaken, then steadier. Another and another, a ladder of light climbing towards something unseen. In another city, Mira stirred. The dream of a garden tugged softly at her wrist. Her pen warmed. "Don't be bright," she whispered, half asleep. "Just be." A small circle appeared, then a second, together becoming a seed. In Glowtopia, the storm noticed. The pressure shifted, a listening pause. "They're with us," Gloucester said. "We're not alone." Lumi pictured Mira's trembling circle, Leo's careful ladder. She didn't try to blaze. She became steady, the kind of light that stays in a window for anyone walking home. The meadow answered. Lantern beasts lifted their heads, not blazing, simply present. Firefly reeds lit along their cores like soft spines of stars. The rivers found a slow current again. Noctis's voice returned, thinner now. "Is this the part where you fight me?" Gloucester shook his head. "No, this is the part where we hold." He took Lumi's hand. Together, they rose above the mirror lake, still blank and steel flat. The storm swirled close, waiting for proof. "Leo," Lumi whispered, "take one more step." He did. The ladder touched something unseen, and across Glowtopia, the lake made a sound like glass, remembering it was water. A ripple. "Mira," Gloucester breathed, "let it sprout." She pressed a pen down. The circles cracked. A sliver of light poked through. The seed lifted open. On the lake, a white line uncurled until it became a stem of brightness that refused to dim. The storm leaned in. The stem wobbled, then held. Another ripple. The pressure eased. The bruise over the mountains lost weight. In the meadows, tiny spines lit up. On the ridge, a cloud unclenched. Noctis's voice came from closer now, almost human. "You didn't push back." "We didn't have to," Lumi said. "They reached in." The lake brightened, showing two reflections holding hands above it. Behind them, cautious points of light peeked from the banks like children at doorways. "Balance isn't silence," Glowster said softly. "It's sharing the sky." The storm sighed, a sound like wind remembering trees. The bruise thinned into a veil, then drifted upward, forming a faint outline of wings before dissolving into cloud. Glowtopia exhaled. The river shimmered again. The stem in the lake swayed, but did not break. Lumi leaned into Glowster. "Do you think he understands?" "I think he's still asking," he said. Far away, Leo lowered his board. Mira's flower glowed faintly beside it. Above Mirror Lake, the light held, quiet, steady, alive. When fear presses, don't blaze, hold. The steadiness you share is the light that lasts.